What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Hi, everybody. Hi. What's up, my favorite gems and my fellow travelers? Hey, bro, what you doing?
I am just shuffling away here. It's been
Oh,
so.
yeah. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Hello, gems that are in the chat. Welcome in. Welcome in. It is Wednesdays, and Wednesdays are our windows, and we look into the subconscious just a little bit. Woo, y'all. So I want to tell you just a little bit while we waiting on some folks to come in. First, don't forget we do have our I believe we're on day 10. Yes, we have day 10 to open. But before we get to open in our advent calendar, I mean hell, we have waited till 8 o'clock at night. Look, y'all, look what Brother Thomas got the channel for a channel you'll gift. So y'all know this is my what I call my diary, right? My gem diary, right? Well, this is volume one, and this is a circle guidebook that goes with volume one. So I have been reading. This came in late last night. I was very glad to get it. As you can see, I have been paper clipping and all kinds of stuff. Man, like there is all kinds of stuff, right? So this is literally the laying of the stones with any kind of circle you can think of, any sacred circle you can think of. Like, oh my God, we're talking uh over 300 pages of different sacred circles. And I mean, like every configuration, and I like, oh my God, like, and I was reading in here, and a lot of them, like, if you can't lay it out to scale, like to your size, and then get inside the circle at your size, like you can take a picture of yourself, or if you want to do it for Mother Gaia, or you want to do it for a specific place and you have a postcard or a picture of that place, like an actual physical picture, you can put the circle, this specific kind of circle, on the picture, and then it sends it directly to that, whether it's a picture of you, a picture of your children, a picture of a place you want to go to. Oh my God. And there's all kinds of goodies on chakra in here. So before I dive into this, about like literally like the root chakra, like let me see here. Where was I? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. 17. So that's probably the set. So this set right here, we're gonna talk about tonight. But before we get into tonight's goodies and our prompts that you can see scrolling at the bottom, is our hostess here. I haven't seen her yet. Hi Janet, hi Mo, hi Josh, hi who is that? Coyote? What does that say? Co I can't read it. I can't read it. Well, hello. Hello. How do you say this? How do you say your name? Yeah, I am so excited for you. Hi. I can't pronounce her name. I suck. Bro, do you know how to pronounce her name? Hi, Angie. So Angie is beside herself today. She got her birthday and Yule box from all of us gems from Chloe. And let's just say, guys, she's very much in love with every single thing that she got. So she loves all of us. Coyote, Rose and Balm. I love it. All together, I was like, is that Coyote? What is going on? Like my brain was not getting it. Welcome, Coyote. All right, so it is day 10 of our advent calendar, guys. So, what are we going for? What are we going for? So, shall we say Tiger's Eye? I do believe Mo's still going for Tiger's Eye. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I mean, because I'm going by the chart here, because I'm assuming, that's what's in here. So, I don't know. It's like I always go for the rotocrochet, or however you say it. It's your grandson's name. I love it. I love it. I love it. Josh is having a packing party. I love it. I love it. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna stay with the rotocrochet, right? Okay, all right. So day number 10, day number 10, day number 10. Nope. Let's see. What are you? You are amethyst. We have a raw amethyst.
Didn't you get a tumbled one yesterday?
Yes, I did. I got a tumbled one. A tumbled one yesterday. So yes. Good memory, bro. Good memory. It's right here. It's sitting right here. So yesterday's and today's. So yay. Let's see if it'll fit in a basket. Let's see. Okay. Do we take out the oh my goodness. I guess I don't want to take out the citrine, so I guess we'll take out the rose quartz. So we'll take out the rose quartz. We'll take out the rose quartz, and we shall see if the amethyst fits. Right? It'll fit. Right? It'll fit, and it's got a couple of points on it. So, do we want which point do we want? It's almost like it's kind of ombre. So let's try it this way.
And by the way, Hershey Coyote's name is Linda.
Hi. It's so nice to meet you. Okay, so it's very loose. It's very, very loose in there. It's very loose. I would be scared it's gonna fall out, but because we're just gonna be sitting right here. Let's hope it makes it through alive. It shouldn't fall out. But if it does, it'll only fall in my lap because I'm just sitting right here. So, okay. All right. So, on to tonight. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right. So, while we are going over tonight's prompts and how they got chosen, while we wait to see if our hostess is coming in. So basically, I kind of was reading, and chakra in Sanskrit means wheel, right? So when you think about like the chakras itself, it's basically rotating energy pronounced as chakras, interceptions intersections of vital energy flowing presently in the ethereal body and its related location of the physical body. There are hundreds of these intersections, each related to an acupuncture point. All of these hundreds of points, hundreds of points, there are 7 major Vedic chakras associated with the physical body. These major chakras are the areas where the major energy flows intersect. So, opening, closing, all of that is all good, but we're going to jump to, it says here that the chakra array utilization is for knowing that chakras are a
Well, Hershey is stopped on my channel. I don't see her buffering though.
At least. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Now.
Did anybody hear any of that? Bro?
I didn't hear any of it, but I don't know about out there if you were stuck and not audible.
Okay. Janet says yes. Okay, so anyway, I've been studying about chakras, and we are going to work in the base chakra. These prompts are the base chakra. They're one of many that I played with pretty much all day today. I'm making a 9 spread to all of this. I just haven't got there yet. So tonight isn't that. Tonight is me sticking my door and my foot in the door to the healing part of the base chakra. Okay. The base chakra is the first major chakra. It is located in the base of the spinal cord area of the lumbar. It is the center of vitality, physical energy, and self preservation. It activates and strengthens the will to live, the will to survive, the will to manifest, and etc. It assists one in living in the physical plane and stimulates the life stimulating energies that we need and find in the locations of the resting Kundalini, a force which exists on all planes, which can be awakened on all planes through this chakra alone. It also helps with the kidneys, the supernarial gland, and the spinal column of the physical body. The Vedic color associated with the base chakra is red, representing essential, idyllic, competence, and passion. It is the first major chakra and it is named the base chakra due to its location at the base of the spinal cord. So we are going to be staying there looking at all of this area. Has anyone seen our hostess come in tonight? I do think we saw some memes come in, but okay, all right. Well, we will do our best. So anyway, we are going to be working in this area. So basically, hence the term, the root chakra is truly a root of an anchor. It is the base of which our spinal cord and the base for our codex. In anatomy and biology, a root is an anchor which one provides nourishment, fulfillment, and the spinal column provides nourishment and spinal cord fluid to the entire body where needed. This first chakra, the lumbar region, is located and is our strongest first chakra. In addition, the first major chakra is not between the legs or below the torso at all. The center of the chakra is located above the pelvic bone. So it does show a diagram of it literally like right above the pelvic bone. So that's where we're at tonight. All right. So
it's tied with our energy, our will to survive, procreation, like on the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it's one of the essentials. The feeling of safety.
Okay.
you got to have the 7 basic things that align with the chakras, all the way up to, being fed and nurtured and all those other things that go along with the chakra line. And
Absolutely.
Rossi is here to be a moderator.
Thank you so much, Rossi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I do see your me too. So I seen people saying hi to Roman. Roman came in. I see him. Roman. Roman.
It was nice to read with you a couple weeks ago, Roman. I had an enjoyable time. Shall we just start off with Rossi?
Yes. 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 All right. So tonight's prompt. Thomas is number 1 with what is the core fear, belief, fear/belief, blocking your sense of security. And prompt 2, what is the most practical step you can take to feel more stable? That's my prompt. So tonight, we both just have one prompt tonight, and we really just get to dive into it. We probably both have a whole bunch of decks out. I know I do. I'm guilty as charged. So we can really just focus on the prompt, and those that do want a read tonight, and just remember, everything's based in that base root chakra. So Rossi is
okay. Starting out for Rossi, we have the 9 of Cups. So the fear belief basis, what's blocking things is the feeling of not enough or the lack of abundance. I know that Rossi is a driven worker, and I think what drives her to work as hard as she does is because there's always a want of more. There's not a need of more, but there's a want of more. So she wants to be more fulfilled. She wants to have more resources, so she can afford to do the things she wants or procure the items that she has. But I think Rossi can measure her success in friends, close friends, not just acquaintances. But when Rossi makes friends, they're friends for life, and she will be like the grandmother bear energy, do whatever she can to protect the people that she loves and cares for deeply. So I see the struggle for abundance, or what she feels abundance is. And that's what I have for Rossi today.
Mr. OD, I see you. All right, so what is a practical step, right? When we think about stable, it's always has to resonate with us, right? But when you think about like what is it that's actually out there, sometimes it literally is the mystery of it. So what I think would be a good, healthy, practical step for you to feel more stable is to be more prepared for things. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but like when you know that you've got a busy week, right? You go out there and you get yourself set up. So, on Tuesday you've got 12 meetings and you aren't going to have time for lunch. So you might pre-prep Sunday for Tuesday or Monday for Tuesday or something like that. Being ready, being prepared. So more readiness is definitely going to help you get a stronger step and be more confident in the actual stableness of it, but also just a little bit more of improving the outlook of the mystery, right? So alchemy is paired with mystery, right? So when we see a better perspective and we have a different outlook of it at all times, and we are always pretty much ready, we don't have to get ready. On the other side of it, I asked if this was going to kind of go with what Brother Thomas got, and I got web of connection. Weaving your connections thoughtfully will help create a supportive web that uplifts your personal journey, not your professional one. So make sure that you are not blurring the lines. When it is professional and business, it's all about that money, money, money. Do not allow friends and family to blur those lines. Don't let anybody interfere with your bag. And that's what I've got for you. Mr. Mr.
Mr. Eddie, I called you earlier tonight. I need you to release me from your team, so Hershey and I can be a team again.
They took it from me. She took it from me, y'all. She started stealing from me. I don't have the man behind the curtain no more. I was so sad. I'm just talking shit, but I really was sad. Alrighty. Next on the list is Janet. Janet and then Mo.
Janet, what's your fear belief blocking your sense of security? You have the Page of Cups. So this card suggests that you don't feel that you have the worthiness for safety and protection. So so you need to shore up your self-worth. Everyone needs the same things, and wherever you feel that you come up short in deserving of safety and security, it's a basic need, it's a basic right. So don't get in your own way of feeling worthy of being safe and secure in your family. And I hope that is not how you grew up. But we all have fears, whether they be based rationally or irrationally. Sometimes those irrational fears can take over thought processes and really disturb you in the moment. And then if you reinforce those thoughts and it gets played in those tapes in your head, then misery is bound to occur. So remember, you are worthy of safety and security, and don't think that you're not worthy of it. But being here is proof of existence that you are worthy. And that's what I have for you, Janet.
So a practical step for you is to actually look at everything you've accomplished, right? So when you think about like what we've accomplished, right? When we think about looking at those that we were able to help, right? Sometimes as, parents, we look at our children's accomplishments, good parent, graduated high school, college, whatever, um, level head, lighthearted, um, we think about those proud moments where we kind of pat ourselves on the back, right? Because we're proud of the young man or the young lady that we raised, right? So in them moments, right, those are practical steps to reassuring still even our grown children that we're proud of them, right? So in this case, that is actually your foundation itself. It's built on you being able to help and heal others. By being able to be balanced and square in your own frame, it makes you a healthy gifter, right? When you put thought into what you're gifting, you realize what you're doing is you're trying to help someone better their self. You're not just giving them a handout, you're giving them a hand up. It's because it was a learnt pattern for you. Someone took time and stillness to encourage you to learn to be the type of person that can gift encouragement, gift strength, gift inspiration. When you live by what you say coming out of your mouth, that makes your principle very strong in its own thing. So it's not about helping you realize there's already an anchor there. You are your own anchor, and you're not just an anchor, you're a pathfinder, right? So once again, going back to why, because you're good at it. You're good at helping people see their own potential because you're always finding your own potential and you're always realizing the only one you're in competition with is you. You don't have to prove anything to anyone because you live the life that you are drawn to. And because of that, you can show by example to a whole lot of people and you can give appropriately to those that find you, and in their time of need, you can give them what they need, whether it is advice or it is their own inspiration or feeding them a dose of their own medicine, whatever it takes. You are that person, and it comes from a place of your heart and not your head. And that's what I've got for you.
We still have several reading spots available. Type me in capital letters so Rossi can see it and get you on the list. Next up is Mo.
Hi, Maya. Hi, everybody coming in.
Mo, what we have for blocking your fear and safety is the Hierophant reversed. So it's taking those institutions that you once believed in um, so totally and being disillusioned by them and no longer trusting the education system, religion, your own government. Um, Somehow you lost this sense of being protected by them, and now you're not going to let them influence your life and be as important as they once were. Of course, you're always going to take those core values along with you, but you're very guarded and very invested in looking out for your own safety and security. You're no longer relying on those institutions to do it for you. You know, like Hershey says, you're a grown ass person. But I think you grew up quite early in life, because you were disillusioned by these things. So keep growing the way that you are. You are safe and secure, because you take ownership of your own safety and security. And from previous conversations with you, you are maybe hyper vigilant, hyper aware of when you when you are feeling vulnerable, that you are reaching out to others to help you, and you do that well. So thank you for coming to me whenever you have that sense of insecurity. I'm always glad to help. So thank you for that. And that's what I have for you, Mo. You're welcome.
So here's what I got. I got celebration, create more, combine, wise counsel, and freedom. So I'm like, okay, all right, all right. So like, where is the practical step here, right? Um, it's literally right in front of my face, right? If we can't draw from ourselves, then usually we can't learn to know what it is to trust truly someone that we seek the wise counsel from. Because if we have doubts in ourselves, then usually that leads us to think and have doubt for those that we seek. Now, for you, what your practical step is the wise counsel, right? You do have a freedom. You have this ability of knowing who and who not to go to. You do know already how to combine the two, right? Over here, conflict is actually sitting in reverse. And I'm like, well, why is it in reverse? But it's actually sitting behind combined, right? You don't sit in the conflict because you find a way to combine even the heavier energies, right? You create a bridge. You don't let it just sit there and stew. You allow it to be what it is, and then you find a way, you become this bridge. If you can't make it, you become it. You find a way to seek your own counsel. So continue always seeking within first, because that is your most practical, solid first step towards stability, is continuously finding it from within. And that's what I've got for you. Good setup, Maya. You're gonna pass me up, babe. I love it. 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 I wanted to make 1,000 by the end of the year, but it's okay. It's all right. All right, Coyote, you are up, love.
Linda. Everybody's getting cups tonight. Your Your card is the Eight of Cups. What's your core fear belief of blocking your sense of security? Um, the Eight of Cups symbolizes knowing when to walk away from projects that no longer serve you. So whether it be projects or people, um, we are social creatures, and we want that sense of belonging, to the community, to the group, to have a friends group. But sometimes your abilities grow you out of need of certain companions and certain friend groups. Just because our desires change, and with our knowledge and with our sense of what makes us feel worthy, whether it be projects or hobbies or the career that you've invested in. Sometimes we have to walk away from other situation, other people, and it's hard to walk away from people or to let go of people. Um, but as soon as you recognize a pattern of maladaptive behaviors like narcissistic people, um, people who are not good for your mental health, um, you can't regret the time that you've invested in a project or people, uh, and just stick with it because you have a sense of obligation or duty. If it doesn't go along with your belief system now, it is absolutely fine to let people and things go. It's hard to do, and you feel sad and lonely for a while, but it actually gives you more energy to pursue those things that are worthwhile to your own advancement. And that's what I have for you, Linda. Thanks for showing up week after week, Cody.
So, a practical step that you can take to feel more stable. I do believe that, like, your inner child, right? So when we think inner child, right, we think about sometimes trauma, right? We think about trauma body, trauma mind. We think about all the things that we went through, experienced, we felt, or any of that, right? Sometimes we forget about all the times that we blew dandelions, or we played in mud puddles, or we just had fun, or we went on this epic walk and we found cool rocks and snails, or went somewhere for the very first time, or had ice cream because it's our favorite place to go have ice cream. Sometimes awakening our inner child isn't reverting backwards, like some people like to call it. It's literally living your best life. Once you heal that inner child and you let that inner child come back and be a part of you, and you get to daydream and remember and play and be childlike, you get to see the true reflection of what that little girl thought we were going to look like when we were grown up. What are we going to be? A doctor, a lawyer, a mom, a grandma, a cop, a robber, whatever, right? We had all those amazing daydreams. So for you, I think that literally remembering the reflection of the good part of the childhood, the daydreaming, the part of our childhood that made us not want to rush to grow up, right? The part of us that always had us writing brand new books and playing and brand new days and brand new ways and all these new things, right? Remember, a new chapter is a new way to discover almost every single thing about inner you that you don't know about, because outer you has to pay bills and go to work and take care of this person and make sure that person's fed and make sure that person washed their butt and that person over there's got gas in their car and that person better have their science homework done. And oh my God, the amount of things that this physical body has to do. It's the one thing that we can give ourselves, and that's remembering what it was like to make every childhood sacrifice that we made for every toy, for every rock, for every time we learned how to ride a bike or skip. All of those good things add up, and it's those times right now that you get to go back and be that person and remember and be proud of the person that you are, that you made it through all of it. So just remember to daydream. It could give you the ability to see a little into your possible future. That's what I've got for you, sweetheart.
And Funboy has a mediumship question.
Okay, what's up?
He asked, "Can you tell me how my friend that died this year is doing?"
Okay. What is her name? And I can see if I can do an open heart call out, but I can't make any promises. But I can tell you to come in on a Tuesday. Make sure your bells and whistles are on Tuesdays is when I do open heart call outs, and I have spirit box going. Blessings, hobo. Or you can email me, and we can also try to do an open heart call out in private. Let's see.
Kier Jackson.
Kier Jackson. Kier Jackson. Sphinx. What up, Sphinx? Kier Jackson.
Well, if he passed away and he had any unease in his earthly life,
What
there's
the fuck? Stop the press. Flag the play. Throw the damn flag on the field. Lexi's here. Y'all. We have a celebrity. No, I'm just talking shit. What up, Lexi? I just did an open heart call out. We'll see if he comes through. Other than that, do you want me to read on the prompt? Otherwise, I will see if he comes through. If not, we will let you know. Lexi says, "Stop." In the name of love.
So yeah, if there was any physical pain, once you cross over the other side, that physical pain is gone. If there were painful lessons to learn, they eventually get to learn those lessons on the other side, and they don't hold anybody responsible for their own passing other than themselves. Some people die of accidents. Some people die from being in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they don't hold anybody accountable but themselves for circumstances of their passing.
Yep. I do want to say thank you. If you make a donation tonight, everything is in the Yule Christmas thing, so I will take it as a Christmas gift. Yule gift blessing, a Yuletide blessing. So I do appreciate any blessings, channel donation or a private donation. Links are posted for Thomas and I both. All right, I'm not getting anything at all. So I will go ahead and we will do the prompt just because we've got you drawn up. But you can feel free to email me or come in on Tuesdays. Tuesdays I do open mics and I have one or two, sometimes three spirit box going. Sometimes Brother Thomas will have his spirit box running in the chat. So absolutely come in on a Tuesday if you want to, because we talk to a lot of dead people on Tuesdays.
And I am in Houston, and Hershey is in Florida.
Yes.
Hershey used to listen. Hershey used to live with me. She used to listen to me as well, but
why did you tell?
that we had a flood in our apartment, and mold got to growing, and Hershey cannot live in those conditions. I mean, nobody's supposed to live in those conditions, but she's got some health problems that absolutely cannot tolerate mold or exposure to mold. So she had to move on regretfully, but she's found a happy place with a happy person and a happy dog, and now a happy dragon.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, fun boy. What's your fear? Continuing with the cups, we have the King of Cups in reverse. So, what keeps you from security and safety? The fears, the bad belief systems is that you're still feeling that you are the subject to others, that you're not your own person, that you haven't come into your own, or are the head of your life or the head of your family. So again, as she says, you're a grown ass person, and you need to take take charge of yourself and your situation and what's around you. So you have to be more affirmative in knowing who you are and what you are, and take actions to become more that way if you're not feeling grown. So if you need some schooling, you need some practical advice, find mentors that can help you and help you realize that you've grown in to your own person, and that will help grow some self-respect as well. And when you take charge of all those things, you can feel safe. That's what I have for you, fun boy.
So I'm listening. While I'm listening in the background, I'm also going to talk real quick. LeBlanco Tarot. LeBlanco Tarot. Who in the chat has it? Anybody have it? I have questions. I want the deck, but I don't know how it really reads. But from my understanding, it is one deep ass shadow deck. And I would really like to know if this is true, because if it is, it is going on my wish list. So I'm just saying, okay. So I don't know who I'm hearing. I don't know if this could be the person that you called for. I'm not getting a name or confirmation, but what I'm getting is somebody that he feels like a very large personality. He feels like obviously he doesn't have a body or arms or anything like that, but he feels like when he would have been alive, he would have just been this great big like giant fucking teddy bear. Like he would have been huge, like just like the size of a bear or something. But he also would have been like a gentle giant. Um, I'm getting that what they're telling me is it's more like a direct message. So I feel like they kind of even picked these cards out because this person, this individual, they really want you to kind of take a break from the darkness. Now, darkness can be a lot of things, but what it feels like they're talking about is the grief part of darkness, right? Now, I'm not saying this is for this individual, but sometimes when we have a lot of grief in our life, we don't always understand what to do with it because we don't maybe understand what it is. So, the first thing I want you to understand is what grief is, right? Grief is love that has nowhere to go. That's what it is. When it doesn't have any person or any object or any animal or the thing that you loved isn't there anymore, that grief has nowhere to go. But it's not even grief. It's just displaced love. It's hurtfulness. It's heartbreaking, right? So we get stuck in that, right? So that's why Into the Darkness for you is in reverse because there's some part of grief that you are holding on to. So this person that is just literally coming in like this big burly energy is saying, remind them to hold hope. This person feels very optimistic. Like, I am the type of person, I'm so optimistic where when somebody says, oh, my glass is half empty, I go get them a smaller glass because maybe their perspectives and expectations are a bit too bigger than their britches, right? So you get them a smaller glass so they can have a full glass again. Not everyone can be that optimistic, but this energy is very optimistic, and they want you to know it is time for you to replenish. You need to replenish your body. You need to go into planning mode, into hermit phase. You need to find genuine hope for yourself. Get out of displaced grief. Find the symmetries of the happy that you used to be, right? What used to bring you joy? Was it playing a guitar? Was it painting? Playing chess or checkers or something where it was a lot of, maybe there was a lot of gadgets. Maybe it was, maybe you were a gamer of some kind, right? So it does feel like you had very busy hands though, like an artist of some kind. So I don't know, maybe you're a musician or something, but whatever it is, find your happy place. Get back into the symmetry of you. That's the message I have for you, sweetheart. And feel free to email me anytime or come in. I'm live almost every day of the week, pretty much. And Tuesdays is open mic for Ghost. Woo! It is warm up in here. Hold on one second.
And Hershey Rossi's asking
Yeah.
if you're talking out of the Bianco Nero tarot.
The LeBlanco, is that what it is? The LeBlanco? Yeah, I don't know. All I know is so I didn't realize it was a Kickstarter. It came out as an indie deck, and I guess Llewellyn picked it up, and I missed it. I never even saw it as a Kickstarter as an indie deck. And I was watching everybody's favorite Lisa do her video today, and the very first deck out is the LeBlanco, or however you say it, and she, I guess, has the original indie deck, but didn't realize Llewellyn had picked it up. And the way that she really was reading like the background and the forward and the guidebook kind of thing, it just really like I was just kind of listening and moving around and not watching the video, but what she was saying as she was describing this deck, it just really resonated with me. So I'm just like, does anybody else got this deck? Like, is this like for everybody or is this just like for Lisa? Like, what is this deck? I've been asleep on it. Ooh, it's hot.
Is it black and white line drawing type deck?
No, it looked quite, from the little images I did see, it looks like it's hand drawn. I don't believe that's AI. I believe it's hand drawn. Um oh my goodness, I can't look it up right this second. I put it on my wish list. But anyway, I'll think of the name of it. I'll think of the name of it. Oh my god, bro, I want the deck. I want the deck.
The next two up are
all right.
Sphinx and Tiffany, and Rossi has called last call for us.
Oh, 60 seconds, 60 seconds. So Sphinx and Tiffany. The LeBlanco, is it LeBlanco? Maybe it's LeBlanco. I don't know. I think it's got like this blue-ish two-part box. Okay, all right. So what is the Sphinx?
So, what's the fear or belief blocking your sense of security, Sphinx? We have the tower. And so the tower, when we get the tower, that we know that we have something impending that's going to affect us. So you had that will or that knowing of security and not being in fear, but you were so comfortable in that you didn't want to lose it to any reason, whether it be to a divorce, a change of school, a change of house, sold. So that you are just sort of again walking on eggshells, waiting for that big event to happen that's going to upset your personal happiness and security and safety. And towers, you can't plan. You can plan for towers, but if your tower is built on unstable ground, it's going to happen. And some people have that ability to keep setting themselves up for tower moments by either not planning ahead or not securing themselves to stable points along the way. So as long as you are not sensing that you're secure, you're just waiting for tower moments to come along. And tower moments don't have to come along if you have a solid base. But that's what I have for you, Sphinx. Thank you for letting me read for you.
So the practical step for you, from what it looks like in these cards, is that you actually have the ability to accept change, right? By looking at these cards right here, you don't get caught up in the never forgotten, right? You remember. You don't forget. You hold on. You retain information. You absolutely accept change and you stay present. You're not caught up in wondering what's going to happen after 120 seconds goes by because you can't control it. No way, no how, no shape, no form, no fashion. So you understand this. So it's easier for you to just stay present. So that's actually a good practical way for you to realize that your next step, though, is about knowing there is more for you behind the veil. There is a whole bunch of new worlds that are waiting for you, new opportunities, new tastes, new places, new things, new textures, new colors, new smells. You have got to experience it. In the words of my favorite person, live a little, just a little. Get out there, challenge yourself. When you can accept change and kind of roll with the punches, I'm a Gemini, I can do it better than anyone. What I can't tell you is that how uncomfortable it is with the uncomfortable. I live in a paradox. So it's always uncomfortable for me. So just understand that because you're already good with rolling with the punches and accepting change and holding on to very prominent and maybe even valid information, and you're always willing to be present and not too far into never worry tomorrow and I can't clean up yesterday's milk because I already cleaned it up. It's not spoiled. It's not rotten anymore. It doesn't stink anymore. I've already cleaned it up. So because I can't be in tomorrow and I'm not going to stay in yesterday, that gives me no choice but to be present. And you've gotten quite good at it. So your next step, your next very practical step is going behind the veil. You can only stay in logic for so long. You have got to get into the science of it. And to get into the science is to get into the messy, the alchemy, the changing one thing to another thing, the not knowing everything, because in science, you can't know it all. That's the best part of science, is to have hypotheses and hypotenuse and all these different theories going on. So get out there just a little bit and live a little bit in the veil and get comfortable in the unknown. That's what I've got for you.
And our final two is Tiffany and Magic with Moonlight. Tiffany, you are up.
Woohoo! Love it, love it, love it. Yes, Janet, that's correct. That's the deck. That's the deck. That's the deck. Do you have that deck, Roman? If you do, I'm jealous. And is it really good? Because if it is, then obviously a shadow channel needs another shadow deck. One is too many, and 1,000 is never enough.
So, Tiffany, what's your fear core belief? Messing with your sense of security. Well, it's the Six of Cups. So, our Six of Cups is that nostalgia card. Maybe you have the idyllic childhood. You could go out in the yard and play without, hearing people, taking children off of lawns and things like that. Maybe your yard was fenced in and nobody could get at your privacy, and your mom um, had a window to outside and watch over you while she was doing housework or doing the dishes or cooking. Maybe you had a big sliding glass door that she could keep tabs on you, or maybe she even sat outside with a glass of iced tea and laughed at you while you had fun at play. So the Six of Cups, if we get caught in that nostalgia, we have that Peter Pan syndrome about us, about never growing up because we felt safe and secure at that time. And if so, you're afraid to take on grown up roles and duties and things like that, because you're afraid of losing your own safety, and how can you provide that safety and security for others in your life that you may create? um, but you can't be afraid of moving on, because life is change, and there's there's no guarantee of uh, not failing along the way. Um, so you never can really be secure. You can do that thing, fake it till you make it, and um, that's what a lot of people have to do throughout their life, is fake it till they make it, and um, not let that nagging sense of fear or security being lost um, keep them from doing new things in their lives. So that's what I have for you, Tiffany, and thank you.
So, a practical step for you, I think I need to take a lot of this to heart, right? So, what do I mean when I say that? It's this sentence, right? This opening line, right? It says, if you cannot retrieve, then you must wait to receive. Did you get that? Not all of us are retrievers. Some of us think we are. We want to be. We have the heart of a retriever, but that's not really who we are. Some of us are receivers. It's a very vital role, and it's a very important role. Some of us have to learn patience the hard way. A very practical step for you is going to be patience. Patience comes when you become your own shaman, when you finally find your inner truth, your inner peace, your inner purpose. But first, you must learn to wait. Waiting is not easy. This is the part I need to hear. I am so impatient when it comes to wanting something. I am also an incredible manifester. If I really want something, I can manifest it. Love is something that I leave in a jar. Well, correction. Love is something I used to live in a jar. I lived on anything and everything but love. 2026 is my year of love. I love myself, but I don't know how to live in love. I don't know how to go out there with an open heart and look for love. I'm so optimistic. I just look for people and birds of a feather, so to speak, the ones that, don't look for love. Yeah. All I'm saying is that I have to remember that I cannot leave my love jar sitting on the shelf. As much as it's protecting this beautiful ticker of mine, I have got to get out there. Love and learning to wait. Remember, not everybody's meant to be a retriever. Some of us are meant to be receivers. So even if you've been a retriever your entire life and all of a sudden you can't retrieve anymore, it's because the universe said, stop. And find patience. It will come back. But sometimes we have to be still. It's what I've got for you, sweetheart. Just want to say quickly thank you to anybody that makes any Yuletime blessings to Thomas and I. We greatly appreciate it. We do private readings. Neither one of us charge at all. We read by donation. Or if you can't afford a donation, we know we've been there, and we still give reads away. We give them away all the time.
So, magic
You're
with
welcome.
what gets in the way of your sense of security and safety? They have the Nine of Swords. So it's those sleepless nights. It's that monkey mind. It's those flogged tapes of self-talk that our mind plays over and over and over. I've had many worries, most of which have never come true. And that's been the basis of many a sleepless nights. So, worrying and fretting about things that you don't have a direct hand in the outcome is totally useless. That energy can be used elsewhere to a better purpose, to getting rest and revitalizing the body, to have energy to take on new projects and to be the full potential of yourself. So try to get away from that stinking thinking, like Hershey says, or that worry about the things that you can't change. Practice saying the serenity prayer. And that will help you get better rest and retain your energies for yourself and not expend energies on a worthless basis. Um, None of what we do is worthless, but a whole lot of what we think is. And that's what I have for you, Magic with Moonlight. Thank you for coming back week after week and trusting us with your read.
Absolutely. Thank you guys all so much. You guys are gorgeous, beautiful gems that I I can't live without you guys. Like you have no idea. Like that's why I go live every single day because I really want to connect with you guys so much. All right, Magic. Here's what I got for you, babe. So listen, we're approaching the closing of the calendar year, right? We're also approaching a new start, a new way. We are bringing an end to the dark part of the year, and slowly we are bringing sunlight back into our life. We are bringing daylight back, right? So what I want you to do, because we are still in this very dark part of the year as we bring it to a close, what I want you to do is I want you to take any goal you got right now. I don't care if it is within reach, like within tomorrow, you're going to reach it. I want you to take that goal and I want you to cut it in half. Not that you're going to reach it faster. I want you to make it more worthy of you. I want you to put real wisdom into that goal. I want you to find a strength that you need, but you don't have it yet. You can't know how to get it because the best part of this very practical step for you in creating a worthy goal means that you are going to work for it. You are going to earn it. It's going to feed not just your curiosity, but it's going to feed your soul. It is going to help you become more of a leader than you already are. If you want to be an educator, this is your opportunity to not worry about getting a teacher's degree when all you want to do is educate. I wanted to have a psychology degree because I felt that was the only way for me to reach people and help people break through their shadow. And then I started having aneurysms and I realized, well, shit, I don't need a PhD and my doctorate, even though that's what I need to earn the dollars. I don't have to do it. I can be a counselor. I can be a counselor through tarot and divination. I can help people along the way, and I don't have to have all of the thousands and tens of thousands of dollars in debt and all of that it took me to go to school and all of this other things. It's not me taking the lazy way. It's me finding a way that works for me health wise and still reaching a worthy goal. I am still helping as many people as I can. I'm still reaching my philosophy of reach one, teach one. I'm just doing it on a whole different platform, a different direction, and I don't have any bosses or anybody standing over me saying what I can or cannot do or say or be. I can have an open door policy whenever I want it. I am literally driving my own train. I am feeding my own curiosity and my soul by making my goals more worthy, more reachable. So take all the wisdom that you have right now, make you a goal, set it, and make it reachable by the time light has returned and spring is upon us. And that's what I've got for you, sweetheart.
I want to thank everyone for being here with us, sharing this space. We hope we make this a safe space for you. Remember, if we laugh, we're laughing with you, not at you.
Absolutely.
We're totally humbled by your requests for us to read for you, and we take that role seriously.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Remember, guys, do all the YouTubey things, and knowing that you guys hanging out with us gets gives us a chance to get to know you guys, and you guys get to know us just a little bit more. And it shows us that you guys want something different than just your same old everyday run of the mill. Thank you so much for being here. We're always sending you guys all the blessings, all the good vibes. We're usually always a phone call away. We love you guys very much. We will see you tomorrow. Well, at least I will. I don't know what Brother Thomas has coming up, but there may be some talks backstage about a holiday thing because you know how me and Bro do it. We hang out with you guys on the holidays because not everybody's got somebody to be with, and everybody deserves to not be alone for the holidays. So we love you guys. We are working in the background to put some stuff together for you guys. I am I think that's everything I got. I love you guys. Thank you guys. I will talk to you guys tomorrow.
Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and go out and make it a great night. Bye, all.
We need to do a what? Hold on, Lexi said something. Wait a minute. Flag the play. We need to do a tarot challenge. I'm down. Listen, I'm still holding my breath waiting on my email from you, woman. You're impossible to track down, and Brother Tom is so stingy with your info, he won't give it to me.
Yeah,
I'm all but plugged him. So
Rossi,
email me.
thank you, moderator.
Your challenge. Ooh, my challenge. Who am I? Oh, scavenger hunt. Okay. All right. Email me. Email me. I work all the dang time. I know. Email, please. h.l.a.kisses@gmail.com. And everything is in my description. I promise. And it's, I promise. I promise. And I'm on Discord. I'm on Discord. I'm on Discord. I'm on Discord. All right. I love you guys. I love you, love you, love you. Again, thank you for any and all donations, private or channel donations. We'll see you guys very soon. Blessings. Good night, guys.
Thank you for being moderator.
Absolutely. Good night, guys.
Night.